Hello, World Tank Blitzers, it's Littlefinger. Hey, wanted to play an ace mastery game here in the Type 5 Kari, which is a new tank destroyer, Japanese, that's in containers. I opened it up in the store last week and got extremely lucky. I don't recommend the containers, but I'm sitting on a lot of gold here and just wanted to go ahead and open that up. But in the meantime, before I get to that, I do want to ask everyone a big favor, if they could. Well, I just recently realized that Mirage Mike, who is the gentleman from England that runs Blitz Tank Stats, has shut down his site. If you remember 2020, 2021, I used to support his site, and I'd known that he was thinking about shutting it down, and it looks like he's finally got to that point where it's just not financially stable. And there are so many things about his site that I enjoy, and I was disappointed to see that he finally did take it down. But what I was hoping was that a couple of you guys could help get him to the 300-pound mark and get that site running back up for another year. This is a video, and I'll post a link here, that talks a little bit about the site if you've never been to it, but it's blitztankstats.com. And you can see some of the things. You have this like spider plot graph here, which has your average, your 30-day average, your all-time. And one of the things that I really liked about it, as you know, and part of the reason that I do these videos here on the Ace Masteries is one of my goals with Blitz is to get an Ace Mastery in every tank. And you could go into Mastery, you could filter it down by tier and country and type, and you could see what tanks you still had to get those Ace Masteries. So I'll put a link to this, but please, if you do have time and can spare a little bit of extra money that you might have gambled on a crate, instead donate it to Mirage Mike and get his Blitz Tank Stats website up and running again. So let me go to replays here and find the one that I want to go ahead and play. And we'll get this battle here on Lagoon Encounter Battle. As I mentioned before, this is the new Tier 8 Japanese tank destroyer. A little bit about the tank. It's got good acceleration. Top speed is okay, and what I really like about this tank particularly is the accuracy on this gun is really strong. Plus, I believe maybe I should have looked ahead of time here, but it is 440 average damage, I believe. So let me see if I can pull that up. Yeah, 440 average damage on this tank. With an accuracy and aim time of 1.82. Put that in perspective. The WZ111 has a 2.45 aim time. See, we can snipe that hatch there on the Shark. Yeah, we do pay the price there. It's not a great spot. Everybody knows that's where the TDs are going to go. And, you know, I did blow my cover there by shooting and getting spotted. But it was kind of a trade, I guess, worth taking there. One shot for the 440 damage. And, you know, right now I'm noticing I am at the back of the map. Kind of got to be afraid here, or not necessarily afraid, aware that, hey, I might have tanks coming around the middle because not everyone has been identified. And I swear, with my bad old man eyesight here, I thought that was a T-77. Really didn't want to take on that fight, which is why I was a little bit slow to chase him down. As you can see here, we're getting up to 38 kilometers per hour pretty quickly. We'll come around the corner here, and like I said, I thought this was going to be a heavy tank. They were just waiting for me with 2 shots loaded. Pretty much could have finished me off, but it was just a T-71, so push him into a bad situation and go ahead and get the kill. And then we've got the Progetto on Progetto here. And he's kind of in a tough situation, so I'm going to go ahead and pull on forward, trying to keep my guy alive here. And sure enough, we get the kill shot in. So 2 kills, 1,300 damage here. And still a fair amount of tanks to go. We are down a tank. And I tell you what, the games right now are extremely lopsided. So You really have to be patient, not to worry so much about these lopsided teams. There's not a lot you can do about it sometimes, but I have noticed that I've been able to use that to my advantage lately. Key here is being very, very map aware and making sure that you stay alive towards the end of the battle, because that's where you're going to rack up the damage. If you're too aggressive and die early, almost impossible to get those ace masteries. And you can see with a 2450 DPM, and that's without equipment, this tank really can get some good damage numbers in it real quick. You know, 4 shots and you've got a nice damage number. So in this case here, we're up over 3,000 damage. And I think we should get one more shot in here. Sure enough, there's that 455. So 3,600 damage. I've had some bigger games than this, so I'm not exactly sure why this one turned out to be an ace mastery. But like I said, the damage per minute, the accuracy on this gun, you don't miss too many shots with it. And I think that to me is what I like the most. It's kind of sits there in the medium with its speed and mobility. Armor is okay. You can see here I didn't get any assistant damage at all, so that was just based on that 3,600 damage. So anyway, guys, if you would please take a minute, go to blitztankstats.com and support Mirage Mike there with a donation. I'm going to do that right now, and I hope that I can get just a few of you, 4 or 5 of you to do the same, and let's get him up to that number that he needs to keep that website going. And guys, have fun out there. Stay safe. Get educated, not fingered. Littlefinger out.